Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.
Friends, in this video for ithought Advisor, I am going to talk to you on the topic making practical choices. The big question before many people who take the help of another person to invest is, should I pay the fees to that person directly through an RIA engagement, or should I engage with a person who will take the fee from the manufacturer? A few years ago, this question was viewed very ideologically. This question was viewed from a very moral angle. And at that point, I think it was correct. Rightly so, people felt that it is better if I pay money directly than if I engage with the person who takes money from a manufacturer. But a lot has changed in these 2-3 years, and I am going to tell you a few things that I have learned from my experience and observation, because I see both ways of investing. First, I believe that the costs on the manufacturer paid relationships is going to come down. We are seeing the TERs coming down, which means that if you are going to a distributor or somebody who is going to take money from a manufacturer, your costs are actually going to come down on that side. Also, if you look at costs, most people are only measuring the TER of equity schemes, but you are not going to invest only in equity schemes. Your investments will be in gold, you will have some liquid funds or overnight funds, you will have some money in other debt funds, you will have some ETFs like an index fund, and you will have thematic and other equity schemes. A portfolio will comprise of 5 or 6 or even more of all these things in different proportions. When you see the blended cost of what you pay indirectly to somebody who is giving you incidental advice as a distributor, my observation is your costs are actually lower for a small investor on that side. Whereas engaging with an advisor may be more expensive. There is this argument that engage with a fixed fee advisor and that will be cheaper, especially if your corpus is growing or it is at a higher level. Empirically, it is cheaper. There is no doubt about it. I am not denying it. But as your corpus grows, the complexity in advice that you require, the nuance that you require, the time that an advisor has to spend on giving you advice has to be significantly better. It has to be higher. And if you want such quality of advice, I am not sure that you can get it by engaging with somebody who is a fixed fee advisor, because the number of hours that they are going to spend for you in a year will not match your requirement. So it's like you want a very comfortable journey and you choose to go in a 3-tier compartment. If you can afford it and if you have necessity for that convenience, you would go for a better thing than that. So that's a choice. So I'm not again sitting on moral judgment on that, but I feel that somebody who's highly accomplished, who's successful in his career, who's growing very fast, needs far more than what that fixed fee advisor can give, because he is curating a service which is a limited service. It's not an unlimited service. In that sense, you are better off dealing with people who can give you more nuanced solutions, who can handle the complexity of your needs, and who will always not deny you time. Because if somebody is a fixed fee advisor, then he has to make do with a small number of clients and he has to get revenue from as many clients as he is allowed by regulation, which is 150. So his financial need has to be met. You have to look at it from the advisor's point of view. So if he is going to deal with more people, then the quality of the advice for a person who has a nuanced requirement is definitely going to be only at a level which is moderate. It cannot be sophisticated. So, these are questions that you must ask yourself. Am I a person who needs it? Are my requirements at that level? Am I a high achiever or just somebody who is having a run-of-the-mill financial journey? And accordingly, you can make this choice of whether you want to work with a fixed fee advisor or somebody who is going to give you incidental advice in distribution, or somebody who can give you far more sophisticated solutions in a transparent and professional way. I feel this whole moralistic view will not stand the test of time because the investors are growing much faster than the advisors are growing. The need of the investor is growing. As an investor 20 years ago, I never had an advisor. I was my own advisor. Today I have an advisor because I am farming out parts of my work to people to give me that level of sophistication, and I have to bear that cost. It's like one doctor going to another doctor. You can't treat yourself. So, these are what I have learned in the recent years, and that is why I feel that this question of how you pay an advisor or somebody who is giving you incidental advice does not matter so much as what kind of a person you engage with. And to my mind, you are not doing justice to yourself by boxing people into stereotypes and taking moral views which eventually don't serve your purpose. So, take a pragmatic view, be practical and make choices which suit your requirement. And at the end of the day, it's fulfillment of your requirement that is more important than all these moralistic views and stereotypes that we are trying to fit the profession into. In my view, there is no use for such stereotypes, and it's better that investors don't get trapped in those stereotypes. Thank you for watching this video.